Hello everybody, Dragana here from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I've been doing some spring cleaning in my craft room and I had a lot of little fabric pieces, strips, and I just thought I didn't know what to do with them, so I thought, how about I make some tassels? And I thought I'd share the process with you. I thought they were just really fun to make. And they're a great addition to any journal. They have this kind of boho look to them. And I use different colors. I used some beads, some charms, some decorative buttons, some bling, bits and pieces, whatever. And, I can have them in my stash. And when I make a journal, if any of them match the journal that I'm making, I can just decorate the spine perhaps, or the front of the journal, or even add a little bookmark to them. I used to do that in the past. So I want to show you how I make these, and it's really easy. All I used was this ring, and I think this is about 1.5 centimeters, which is, I don't know how much that, just over ½ inch. And I use this. Okay, and you'll also need some of the binding thread, wax thread or whatever you use to bind your journal. I have here some of the bits that I had, like some string. These are just like some torn pieces from this really nice fabric. Then I have some of laces. This as well. This could be probably for like a nautical journal. I've got this one. I just cut strips. If they were not cut already, I would cut them in like longer, skinnier pieces. This one, some lace, and as you can see, they are not all the same length, so it doesn't really matter because later on we will trim them. And these are just some curtains, old curtains. This as well. This one is a bit short. And yeah, so they are like scraps. Really, just scraps. And the way I do this, I'll just give you actually roughly the dimensions. 12. So the longest was probably about 15 inches and the shorter ones about 8 or 9. It doesn't really matter because we're making like boho tassels, kind of. But so you gather them like this, and you decide what you want to have showing on the front. And I want to have, because I only have 2 pieces of lace, I want the laces to be on the front, and I want this one to be more visible, so I'm going to put it on top, that as well. And this one is kind of short, but that's all right. I can have it long on one side and short on the other, so something like this. Yeah. And now what I do, I have to put them through this ring, so I'll just try and put that all through the ring. And you can do one by one, or you can try and do them all at the same time, whatever is easier. Okay, so that way. And then you can adjust. Move to the front what you want to be more visible, and what you don't want to be in the first plane, you move that to the back. I want this one as well here. Yeah, something like that. So now I just pull this and push that up and do that. Okay, and you check if you're happy with the arrangement, and I'm quite happy with that. So what I do now, I just take a rubber band. Actually, this is just to help me, so that things don't move. And I just do this several times just to have it secured like that. And then I take some of that thread. I use this for binding the journals like that, and then I put that around just underneath that rubber band. And I do a double knot, secure it really well like that. And then this is part of that as well. So now I don't need this rubber band anymore. I can take it off. How simple is that? I think it's really easy to do. So that's basically, you can even just have it like that. But what I like to do is just decorate this part around, and you can do it using, for instance, lace like this, or something like this, like flowers and bling. And I think they look really cute with these flower laces. And you can use any fabric glue, or you can use hot glue. I'll just burn this edge here like that, and I'll just measure how much I need. It seems to be 4 of them. That's it. Yeah. I think I will use one on the front, now one on the back here. It's just a dab of glue. Just like that. And then I'll have 2 on the sides. Like so. And then just trim off these threads here. Now I can have a different flower at the front. I have the same. Perhaps I can have something like this, or even a button. I think a button would look also nice as well. So you can, experiment with whatever you've got, and how you want to decorate. Let's have like a bigger flower on the front, like something like this. Yeah, that would be nice. Like that. And then you can also, if you have any of these little shiny pieces, you can add them to the flower centers. Like I have here, obviously, like a nautical theme, so I can go with similar colors. Let's just have a look. I think this light blue might look good. This one. Yeah. So just add a touch of glue. This is really fiddly. Like that. Here as well. Oops. If you do this with such small pieces, you're better off putting the glue here than trying to put it while you're holding it in your hand, because the chances are you're going to burn yourself. So there you go, that's just the tip. think that's really cute, and we can have a bigger one here. And this is actually a really great way to use these little things that we normally avoid putting in the journal because we don't want it to become bulky and difficult to close. Like this is going to be outside of the journal, so it's okay. I love it. So enough of that. Now what I do with these bits, you see how they're not even, so I take it like that and I just look, and I can see that this bit is probably too long, so I just like to cut it on an angle. I don't like these ends to be straight like that. Either cut them on an angle, or in case of these ones that are wider, like this one, I like to fold them like this and then cut into this shape. Let's have a look. Here. So you just go and then you just trim everything until you're happy, and they're not supposed to be all the same length, you know. You do this until it looks interesting. Like that. This one. Maybe this one I can do. Just like that. And you know, if you have pretty laces and ribbons and trims, that's great. But sometimes, you know, you have lots of these offcuts from fabrics, and this is a great way to use them, and you don't have to have fancy things. You can still make it look pretty, even with the simple strips of fabric. That one, this, get them all. And I love the fact that they're not all the same length. I think that's pretty. And it can go, like I said, as a decoration for your journal on the spine or attached to a bookmark. You know, over here I have some shorter ones. Just cut them to the side. If they're really short, you can trim them or just hide them in the back like that. And with the string pieces, you can also do this. You can tie a little, like a knot in the end, and then you can add beads and other decorations that you might have. You can also use, like, if you have leftover thread from binding your journals, you can use them as well. There's one more here. Let's just do a little knot there. Yeah, and then when you decide to attach it to a journal, I find this is the easiest way. Just get one of those bulb pins, like that, and then you attach it to a journal. How easy is that? We quickly made something really pretty from the leftover fabric trims, and then from there you can just, you know, go on decorating. If you have some jewelry pieces, like I use this one here and that one, you can add more things depending what sort of look you want to achieve. Like here I think I put some, yeah, some of the chain. I put it like a butterfly charm. I had these beads that I made. What else? Yeah, over here as well, another charm. I placed the ribbon around and some lace. So whatever you have, look through your stash and see what would look good, and you know, just have fun. And you'll end up with something to decorate your journals. Look. Otherwise, apart from the lace, I would probably throw away all those bits and pieces of fabric. But this way I've made something. And I'm really glad. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't too long, I hope. And it's going to be Easter tomorrow. So happy Easter to everyone. And hope I see you again in my next video soon. Bye for now.